Cebu, Philippines. We are here,
Cebu.
and we're kind of at a historic place here. We're going to tell you more about it in this episode of Lynn and Paul's Excellent Adventure.
Lynn and Paul's Excellent Adventure, a 4-year voyage while living on a cruise ship.
So that necklace I was showing you at the beginning there is, they gave us these cool little necklaces. They called medallions from the tourism folks here in Cebu when we got off the ship.
Little gift.
They're always so welcoming. They had, of course, musicians out there today and people in costumes.
Yeah.
It was really quite festive.
A lot of the, like we've said in the past, a lot of the communities that we come to, cities we come to, the tourism department comes out, the locals perform whatever their cultural dance or music might be, and we have a
Normally
great
in
time.
costume, yeah.
In costume. So it's always fun to see what their, what the next port's going to be, and especially along, some ports don't do anything, but most ports, I would say, are very happy to see us.
This is a beautiful city. Now, the ship actually pulled in next to a container port again, which is pretty
Not
common.
the prettiest.
Not the prettiest, but the mountains in the distance were pretty, and of course the coming into the bay was beautiful. We did some shopping this morning at this SM Mall.
Yes, that's probably malls that rival anything in the United
Beautiful
States.
mall.
They're beautiful malls.
But we didn't want to bore you with a bunch of mall stuff.
You don't want to.
That's not what we're here for.
But we did want to not go without saying that Cebu City, just north of here in Boho, they suffered a major earthquake, 6.9.
Just a couple days ago.
About 3 days ago. Yeah. And so we're also going to be doing some relief to kind of help.
Yeah.
We're going to be packing boxes, but we'll bring you that more tomorrow when we do that.
Yeah, we'll bring you up to date on what we've been up to.
So today we thought we'd spend some tourism dollars.
Yes.
So, hence the mall. But there were things we needed to get.
Yeah.
But we wanted to take time to come to Magellan's Cross because it is really a historic thing that happened in the history here.
And that's what this is. Magellan's
they
Crossing.
have it in a gazebo.
Yeah, and the gazebo behind us does have Magellan's Cross. Now, there's some controversy because I guess it was actually refaced at one point. It was supposedly left by Magellan in the 1500s. 1521 is when he and his crew arrived.
Brought this cross.
He told all of his people, we come in friendship, and they had a celebration with the people that were here in Cebu. He ended up dying here, though. He was actually killed here by the king, I think. We'll have to look that up. But the cross is there, and even if it's been refaced, it gives you a good idea of what was left. It was supposedly erected by Magellan and his crew, and we all learned about Magellan in school. He was one of those explorers we learned about.
That's right. And then a little bit later, in about 45 minutes, we're going to go into
That's a basilica here.
So the Basilica San Niño,
I can't remember.
Cebu something, right?
I think it's...
so it's Baby Jesus.
De Cebu.
Right, Magellan brought this doll-like figure representing the baby Jesus.
Right.
And so the basilica's across the street, so we're going to go there as well.
Yeah, we're even going to go to their church service, to their mass.
We'll go to a mass.
We won't be recording that because we don't want to be disrespectful.
No, that would be disrespectful.
But we wanted to show you a little piece of a city that really associates itself with the explorer Magellan, and this is it.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoy it.
Come along.
We're enjoying the city.
Yeah.
Woman, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord.
So, where do you go after Mass?
Where do you go when you're in the Philippines out to eat?
Oh, after Mass.
After Mass.
Yep. Y'all go to Texas Roadhouse.
Aren't we terrible? Texas Roadhouse, we're in the Philippines. So much good Filipino food we could be enjoying, and yet we're here.
But you know me, I like my steak.
Yeah. So it was Santo Niños de Cebu Basilica is the church we went to.
I massacred the name in the beginning, so I apologize.
Santo Niños.
Santo Niño.
It's because of the little baby Jesus statue.
That Magellan brought.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a doll.
Yeah, it does. It's supposed to be the Jesus, baby Jesus, as sanctified, and they use that as kind of a centerpiece for the whole church, and that's what church is about. But we saw the basilica inside, which is beautiful. You know, it had the beautiful altar and the ceilings and all the seating, and it was just really a pretty church.
It was beautiful.
We actually then went outside to the plaza, and actually that's where they had the Mass. Most people in the middle stood in the center courtyard, and then there were bleachers on both sides. I'd say inside that courtyard there must have been at least 2,000 people. And when we leave, the streets are flooded, the sidewalks are flooded. There's other people on the streets and all watching the Mass on big screen TV, probably another 2,000.
Oh,
and
at least.
And this is one of many of the Masses that they have each day.
They have one
on a Sunday.
Like one every hour, or every couple of hours.
Yeah.
They just kind of roll into each other.
I have a feeling this is a popular one because this is after the sun sets, and I'm sure it's a lot cooler to be able to come to Mass that way.
It was kind of hot.
Yep.
So, hence the pink Cebu shirt. I did take my scarf. A lot of people have scolded me about when I go to churches, I don't cover my shoulders.
Right.
So I took my scarf, a long scarf, big scarf.
Won't go.
Covered myself.
Won't go.
They said no.
No wraps.
No wraps.
You got to
no
have
scarf.
sleeves on your shirt.
Sleeves on your shirt. So, what did we do? Fortunately, thank you, Lord, on the corner is a t-shirt shop, souvenir shop. So we went ahead and went in and grabbed the beautiful pink shirt. But there was a nice surprise there.
Yeah.
Right? So
what was the name of the
Miss Universe Asian Pacific?
Asian Pacific.
So I got to meet him. So that was pretty fun. And got a beautiful pink t-shirt.
Yeah.
So, that's not so bad.
Then they let Lynn in the church.
And then they let me into church.
So we were able to go. And it was fun. It was really neat to see the culture.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was Catholic Church really done Filipino style. Very much so. Music was very good. This particular Mass was in English, so we could understand it. They mixed in a little Filipino language with it too, but it was really quite good.
Yeah.
Now we took a Grab ride, which is kind of like Uber here, and we came over to the Ayala Mall, and we are here. It is another huge mall. I think it's larger than the last one. Lynn's not quite sure that that's the case, but it's a huge mall.
We were inside the mall, and to get to the restaurant, we had to come outside the mall, which is still a mall.
Yeah, which is still part of the mall.
Another mall.
Yeah, it's really huge.
So this might be bigger than the SM Mall.
So we're going to have some Fort Worth ribeye. Lynn's got some shrimp to go with hers, and we got margaritas coming. They should be here momentarily.
And then we got to try to get back to the other mall.
Yeah.
And then take the shuttle back to the ship.
Yep,
so
that's
hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Yep. We'll fill you in on the details as we get there. So we had a wonderful dinner last night. That was really great. A little bit American style dinner. Today's something a little different. You want to tell everybody what it's about?
Well, we had mentioned in the past show, or yesterday, that we they had a 6.9 earthquake here or just north of the city of Cebu. And so our crew here on the ship, all of the residents, in about 9 hours, pitched in and raised about 16 grand.
Wow.
Can you believe that? And so what we're doing is we wanted to donate, we wanted to help, but we didn't want to be in anybody's way. So what we did was we have worked with the port agent and our crew people here on the ship. They were able to purchase the right proper food that one of the community colleges, Britech Community College, is doing in packing food boxes. So our shift was today, or is today.
They've done 4 shifts altogether.
They've done 4 shifts. So that's where we're off to right now, is we're gonna spend 4 or 5 hours packing boxes with food and water. And I understand that we also are folding tarps, cutting and folding tarp material, and rolling mats, so that a lot of these people lost their homes. I mean, it's an earthquake, and
they're having to do cut cover because the roofs have been lost, things like that.
So we are doing whatever we can here on the ship to be helpful, but not get in the way.
So we're gonna board a shuttle bus. We're gonna go to the mall because that's the drop-off for us, and we'll take it what they call a Grab, which is like an Uber, and we're gonna take it to Britech
Community College, and work with them. So
good.
Follow along. We'll show you what we're doing, and know that this community here on the Odyssey is just it's kind of our edict. We want to be good citizens of the world, and so we're happy to be doing this. Plus, this is the kind of thing I like to do.
I know. So it was a little amazing, all the supplies they had as we were coming up the stairs. A lot of water. It looks like we're working on tarps.
Tarps and mats, which is important, right?
Yeah.
So they're the other half of our group isn't here yet. So once they get here, we'll get started on what it is they want us to do. But I was a little overwhelmed when I saw all of the supplies too that they have. It looks like what they do here at the Britech College is it's related to the medical field.
Yeah.
So probably like CNAs.
Well, it is VOTEC.
It's a VOTEC. So it really is CPR, a lot of medical type stuff. So here's the rest of our group. So we'll get started.
Thank you so much for your help, you guys. That means a lot to us, and especially to the victims who needed it right now. And besides that, we also want to thank you guys for the groceries that you guys procured for us. It's going to be a big help. Just today, we have 1,991 food packages already made, and additional to yours, that would be 3,000. Another 1,000 more, and we could send them out probably tomorrow, today, and that would be a lot of help and would reach a lot of communities faster. So once again, thank you so much for your help, you guys.
So this is Don and Alicia, and Don and Alicia,
Anna.
and Anna also here. Don't forget Anna. But Don and Alicia, I want to ask you, we've talked about what we're doing today. How did this really come about on the Odyssey?
How did this come about?
Yeah.
Anna had sent a text when we were approaching Boracay, looking at all the typhoons and things that had gone, and I'm not sure what happened after that, but then Don got really excited and fired up.
Actually, I looked at the flood damage in Julian that we had just left, a week previously, and I had made some contacts with the local people there. And I originally thought we were going to do a relief effort for them, and they still need relief. But then when I saw Anna's note and I knew what we were going to come to Cebu, I thought this would be the way to start this effort.
Was it difficult to coordinate? I mean, how do you find the people without getting in their way? How do you find people that actually are looking for your help?
Two residents, Andy Lewis and I think it's Michael Zoric, sent information to the group. And when I read that information, Andy's information had a list of all the agencies that were on the ground in Cebu that were doing relief efforts.
And Alicia, how many residents do you think have been involved with the hands-on part of it, not even
my
counting
goodness.
the financial part?
Well, Don, you had 25 yesterday? I had about 20. And then today we had 10 in the afternoon. And how many did you have?
We had 12.
12 in the morning.
So
and
it's a
About
good percentage of the residents.
70 residents,
Yeah.
and more want to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we limited it because of space to 20 people, so we could have had more. The funds are going to be split between crew members on the Odyssey who were personally affected by the earthquake.
Right.
And so we have several members whose homes have been damaged and destroyed,
Yeah.
or their parents or their grandparents have sustained substantial damage.
Yeah,
so we're going to do direct payments to those people.
A lot of people don't realize that many crew on cruise ships in general, even regular holiday cruise ships, have a lot of Filipino people working on them. So this did directly affect people that work on our ships. So.
And I do want to mention that we are here at Britech College,
Yeah.
and they are a college that grooms and trains nursing and skilled care, and they graduate students, and many of them immigrate to the United States to do senior care and home care. And so these students have been remarkable in joining us to put this relief effort together. And when we're gone, they're going to still be here working hard every day. So we thank the students. If you can pan over this way, Paul.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Let's the guy making it happen. Well, that was really a neat event. It was great to see all of the young people that came out and volunteered from the island itself. And it was neat that the residents of the ship did what they did.
Well, and most of those were students at that school,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Am I correct in
Well, some
that?
of them, the one young man I talked to was actually, he had left his previous job and was looking for another job, and he just had time. He was the one who brought his young son along and so forth.
Yeah.
And, he was looking for another job at time, and he just figured it'd be a good time to volunteer. So there were people from the community there, too.
Yeah, I kind of got a feeling that people there really help each other out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
really
really get
think so.
that sense. But I was amazed at the school.
Yeah.
All the things that they're learning, and
Yeah.
someone had told they're all training to be like CNAs and LPNs and other types of medical type treatment,
And
EMTs.
they had
and stuff.
another campus that did other things, too.
Right.
Yeah. So that
So-
was a medical part of it, but there was another campus.
So that was really impressive that that there's that many young people getting
Right.
more education, expanding their education.
So from our ship, there were 4 groups of people that went. There were 2 groups that went the day before, 1 group that went the morning we went, and then our group was the afternoon group.
And
so
they were
altogether,
all-
how many volunteers from the ship?
I think 40 or 50.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, it was.
At least.
Yeah,
And that doesn't count just the people who donated to help donate.
yeah,
And raise the funds so that we could buy the money to feed the families.
yeah.
And they even had with the extra task, which was cool, was the tent and the floor mat or the tarp and the
mat.
mosquito net and the mat. And
Right.
I didn't even think about that part of it either. So
Yeah.
it was really,
Yeah, we'll have to still keep the
it
people in
warmed
our.
my heart, right? And we're still praying for those.
Yeah, we got to keep
families
those
and-
people in prayer. There were some 60-some people that died in that earthquake, and many people got displaced and homes
injured
ruined. And all. So,
minor injuries and
we took cabs on the way over and back. I think we did Grab, and we were able
Right,
to,
that's the Uber thing.
and we kind of split everything up.
Yeah.
But on the way back, I mean, with my engineering background, broadcast engineering background, I always noticed strange electrical things. And this is one of the things that really amazed me were these power poles that they had up as we were driving back. And this wasn't like the only one I saw. It was like every half mile or quarter mile, you'd see these type of power poles. And if you don't recognize it, those are all power meters in that bank.
How do they do that?
And they're running these power cables to individual houses and so forth. It's just a mess of spaghetti. I feel for anybody that works for the power company in Cebu City. And we've seen a little bit of that in other places too, but this was probably the max, so it was quite amazing.
Yeah, you were quite surprised by all of that, weren't you?
Yeah.
And it was interesting. You know, it's interesting. We go to these different places and just what is normal for them is really odd for us.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
so
different cultures.
And you try to respect theirs, and we've had some really great drivers, because you end up in great conversations with.
If we can translate,
yeah. Well,
thank
but
goodness for translators.
Well, yeah, but the last couple of places we've been, they really
English.
want to speak English, and actually they even bring children to come and talk to you so that they can practice their English. So
we're off to Indonesia next, and then we're going to be going to Micronesia after that, and then back to Indonesia. We've got quite a process. We're working our way down toward Darwin, Australia, so we've got a lot of ports left.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, not very long.
Oh my goodness.
But we'll keep you updated, and we appreciate you subscribing. We appreciate if you can give us a thumbs up, a like. That helps us a lot. But if you can subscribe, tell your friends about us. And to all of our friends that are watching out there and family, hi, we're glad to see you. Yeah, do your love symbol.
Do our hearts, we love you. And keep the people of the northern part of Cebu City in your thoughts and prayers.
Absolutely. See you next time.